Would you be my? What's the done? I still got a lot of shit to learn, I'll admit it.
Yo, what's up people, Tasaran here, and welcome back to the World of Warcraft Classic with our Druid. As you can see, we are in the Stranglethorn Vale. Now when I say, well, back, really that's to me. As most of you know, I've spent the last week pretty damn buggered, really. I had quite a bad flu, which then spread to a rather nasty chest infection, meaning that I've just not been able to do anything for over a week now. I have been online, as some of you probably well know. I've been levelling up a warlock on the side, which is now level 26. But it's been very sort of scattered about what I've been able to record and what not. So this is going to be an episode where we're going to do our very best to get back to the norm. So as we're now over level 30, we're currently 33, halfway through, just over. So we're going to be in Vale. Now I do have plans with a couple of guildies to do sort of like a full group quest extravaganza within the Vale, but time's getting on. I need to get some levels done, and this is the best place. Now I've picked up as many quests as I can, I think, from Booty Bay and some others that were here at Gromgol. So we've actually got quite a few quests for this area. I've got a few sort of shit bits and dungeon quests lying around, but we've got a few for this area, and we're going to be picking up even more once we get to the Nemec camp, which is going to be our first quest. So without further ado, let's get cracking. I'm now buffed up. I'm not going to waste any potions just yet because school's just finished, which means the kids are online, and that pattern has started to form where clearly the sort of younger generations are very much more the gankers of the realm. You get a few maturer ones that are ganking, but more often than not I find that quite a lot of the alliance I see actually just run past. They're busy questing. There's no honour released yet in Classic, so there's no real need to do the ganking. But we have noticed that once the schools finish, some of the younger players do tend to gank. If you just see it, I'm not saying it's solely them, but it does seem to be a little bit more. See, we have Yosef here, a level 34 human paladin. He's down to half health. He's a little bit screwed. I could easily go up and just give him a bit of ravage, which does a lot of damage. I'm not going to, because I get nothing out of it. And it is kind of shitting where you eat. If he turns out to want a piece of this action, then obviously I will oblige and give him some PvP, but until then, just trying to get, here we go, four lovely combo points, and then ending him. Now I do need these for two reasons. There we go, the tusks and the ears. I've also got a quest to do the last Chow Raptors, but I figured it's not worth doing that until we're up to that stage of the hunting quests. No, it's too late. He had already seen me. So we're going to lay down a few. I'm running out of health here. Now as far as my... Nice, thank you. As far as my spec goes, as you can see, I'm taking quite a bit of damage. This is because I am now currently fully resto. I'm also... There it is. Oh, I can't do it in... smeg form. That's why. An awful lot of my spells now, because I've been working on the macros and trying to get it just right. So there's still a few more I need to do as far as the macros, but I'm trying to get it so I can use any and all of my spells in any form. That's kind of my thinking. You know, I'm going to just put a double bleed on this bitch. Okay, we've got a level 36 smut here. He's a night elf, so I don't have to worry about increased perception, which is the human's racial. But I kind of want to avoid these because we're going to want to kill these in just a few moments, so it's really not worth putting myself in a position where I'm going to have to be waiting for them all to respawn. But I am sneaking my way into the area purely because I don't know what the ganking is like. Now we have some cannon fodder running in for it. Lovely. I think we'll be okay. So there's quite a few alliance here. There's a lot of alliance here, if I'm honest. Oh. That was a mistake, but I think he understood that was a mistake.
Safe travels. Great to meet you.
Not like the private servers at all, is it? They're proper leaving us alone. Right, I'm going to get all of these.
See you around.
Light be with you. Be careful.
Great to meet you.
I'm even going to... What's all 4 chapters? The thing is, you can pick up the pages without actually picking up the quest. So it'll be a case of I'll see what I end up with. If I get enough to actually do anything, I'll have a word. Some more silky cloth, lovely. No, that's a quest item.
Farewell.
Nice. Now we're there. Now we're there. So I'm going to just track a few of these. I can only do 5 at a time. That's fine. We'll leave it as that. I'm not going to be doing the raptors just yet. Not until I'm on the second part of the tigers, or second part of the panthers, 1 or 2. But what I'm going to do first of all, let's have a word with this. Let's just get started. Now, if I haven't got the volumes quite right, I do apologise. Let me just turn it down a smidgen. Now I know I lose all combo points when I change target. Do I lose all combo points? I haven't noticed. When I just change forms. I'm pretty sure I do, which is a shame. So it might well be worth it if I have got a few combo points plastered up on something. Put a rip on something, you know, a bit of bleed before changing, maybe. So as you can see there, I've now got my thorns as right. So let's just see. I've got 3 combo points. I'm going to change. Go back. He maintains the combo points, so it's okay to change forms. Just not targets. Under Smeg instead. I've also got the bar here for mana. There's so much I don't know whether or not I've gone over it or not. But I do now have a rather unattractive mana bar that I can, so I can now see what my regeneration's like whilst in cat and bear form. And I would say it helps, but to be honest, I've been very situational dependent. You know, if I need to change, then I need to change. You know, if I need to heal, I'm not going to stop myself from healing myself just because I might not be able to get back into cat form. Because obviously if I don't heal myself, I'm going to die anyway. But I suppose it is nice to see. It's been such a long time since I've done any real sort of druid stuff. You know, I've done a few, as you'd have seen in previous episodes, where I've just joined a party in the evening and done a little something. Okay, so this is where it's at when it comes to panthers. Our first tier panthers, although I don't see any about anywhere. There's one. Don't even fucking try it, sunshine. Because to be fair, you look like a panther. Let the rains begin. There's 3 of these bad boys. I'm open to any and all herbs as well right now. Now I don't have any quests for the Curzons. I kind of tried to help him there, but it didn't quite happen. Now hopefully he will look at his combat log and realise that I was not trying to gank him at all. Perhaps if I'd have gone to bear form and taunted, might have been able to save him. But he was an enemy player, so. Well, hey, we finally have some. Oh, Khadgar's Whisker. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted at all. In fact, words just can't describe how much. That looks more like King's Blood. It is. These are tough. These are tough. I'm taking a lot of damage. You know what, Sodger? Are you actually gonna do something from there, eh? Right, okay, that's a little bit. I want that there. Right, okay. Still trying to figure out my the macros and that, because so much. Oh, 185 I need for that. It's the wrong type of tiger. That's the second tier tigers, the regular Stranglethorn tigers. So I'm going to head back north. I need 6 more panthers. And the 7 tigers I can do quite happily on the way west. this is the first class I've been on where it's been so macro orientated. I mean, in theory you can do the macros for any number of different classes, you know. But I've never felt it necessary until the druid. Now I've got 3 levels on these. I really shouldn't be missing and being subjected to as many parries as what I am doing. Okay, it wasn't tagged, but it wasn't classed as mine either. Gotta be honest, some hunter tracking wouldn't go amiss here. Yep. Looks like we're waiting for some respawn, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over back to the camp, see if there's any on the way. There's one. I haven't got the quest for the crocodile skin. I don't know whether that's later. I don't know whether it's alliance only. I mean, it should be. It should be now. This one's in our way, so we're going to end him. Crocodile meat. Life root. Do I have enough for life root? Say, look. Wherever it may be, it should be right here. Yes, I can get life root. I'm not sure if I can use it yet. But any points are good. Any at all. Young tiger. She's critting me like a bitch. Dodge, block, parry, miss, just and I'm a high level. Wasn't expecting the battles to take this long. I mean, I wasn't expecting the battle to be easy, but I thought leave it a couple of levels so at least I can actually, you know, lay the smackdown on some of these things. But no, just no. Don't do any damage at all. There's one. Three and bleed. reset that shit. So 4 tigers, 5 panthers. I think at the end of the day it's just going to be just, if I see it, kill it. Do this. Nice. Sorry about that. I still require a few chesty coughs here and there. It's very hard to shake. Come on, bring the damage. Only 160. I don't know whether I like Ferocious Bite or not. It doesn't quite have the same. I mean, with rogues, Eviscerate is it's your bread and butter. It's just especially for combat rogues, it's an amazing bit of kit. Since using Ferocious Bite, 182. So even with 4 combo points, I mean, it does what it says, but. Converts each extra point of energy into 1.0 additional damage. So does that mean no matter what, no matter how much energy I've got, if I use Ferocious Bite, it will use the lot? Let's have a test. So right now I'm literally not worried about massive damage, I'm just getting the combo points on. So I go for a heal. Go back to cat form. And obviously what I'm looking at here is maximum energy. Right, there we go. And it missed. Do it now. 356. That's much better. That's much better, yeah. So when it comes to Ferocious Bite, finishing move that causes damage per combo point and converts each extra point of energy into 1 additional damage. Damage is increased by your attack power. So it's pretty nice. But I think to get the most out of it, you want full energy when you use it. Whereas if you're just laying down a rip for an extra bleed, just do whatever you like. You know, any hole's a goal, isn't it? But that is all the tigers. So what I can do now is hand this in, do the panthers, and then slyly rub up against the second tier of
Can I help you?
the second tier of the tigers.
Be careful.
And this will be important later, because when I get onto the second tier of the panthers and the first tier of the raptors, I will then be right next to the third tier of the tigers. If that makes any sense to anybody, well done. But that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. So once again, in fact, I'm going to take the bridge. Sorry if you can hear the Shih Tzu in the background. At the moment it's quite lively and enjoys attacking the cat. But don't worry about the cat, because the cat's a vicious beast and always wins. They're only playing, but the cat always wins. Okay, I have one in my sights. Got two in my sights. This is rather lovely. Right, okay, so we're going to go in. We're going for maximum combo points. Yes, you can, because you need these. Clearly. You completely ruined my test. Let's bring these over. Here he is. As we are behind him, I'm just going to go for a... is it shred? Shred. He's obviously gone full feral, so he's going to be doing a lot more damage than I do. His speed increase is a bit of a dead giveaway. There it is. Life root's bloody hard to see. Any at all. I mean, if he starts taking damage, I know he's onto something, but no, that's... awesome. Hey! Now they might still have panthers. You know, don't forget when we joined them, I only need like 5 or 4. Come here, Tataj. Okay, he's done saying thanks, which means he's probably ended. So let's just come away from these. We got our mutual benefit, so that's absolutely fine. And we want to go on the other side of the Curzon camp. For some tigers. 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 Oh. Forgot I was in bloody... Oh, not even got my thing on. Because this makes all the difference. Four combo points with all of that energy should be more than enough. 181. Yep, running low on health. Okay, now I've got no mana at the moment, so I wanna... want to try and take this bitch out without losing too much health. Double bleed, I think. That's a 3. And I think it might be as low as I want to get. So that major's going to come over and tag it. But that's alright. My Moonfire I have ranked up. I believe I mentioned that in a previous episode. Because I think if I'm gonna spend a lot of attacking in cat form, then it's well worth using up my mana before I go into it, and therefore getting a nice dot on there. And Moonfire does have quite a nice bit of damage, to be honest. Okay, so that's 4. Now I know there's basilisks up the top there, but I think there might be the odd tiger. I can't remember. See how that's messed me up now, I can't get back in. Ooh. But that is fine. Right, so in travel form, doesn't seem to want to change to cat too easily. I'm gonna come out and go for a buff, I think. I'll just get up my cat macro, travel form, bear form, cast cat, and you can see what I've done with these is I've literally just cancel aura cat form, cancel aura travel form, cancel aura bear form, cast rejuve. So I've not got loads of macros for each of the forms now, it's just one one macro and it does the job, and it don't matter what form I'm in now, it will always cast that quite happily. Now we was heading this way for, I think it's probably Khadgar, no, Fadeleaf. Ooh, it's a point. Points are good. Points are wise. Now there is another macro that you can do, which is purely for, you know, like the forms remove any sort of slowing effects like Frostbolt or Polymorph and blah blah blah. You can do one, which I was told about by Bolty, I believe it was. Cheers, dude. You can do what's known as a power shift. So you can set up a macro to cancel cat form, cast cat form, and you will quickly switch in and out, and that will remove like any slowing effects like Frostbolt and that. It's not one that I use personally because I don't have many spaces left on my action bars. But it'll, you know, it is another option there. At the moment I'm still kind of toying with the macros and having a little play and tweaking it, so hopefully when we do get to the more sort of tougher end game stuff, because obviously where I am going healer, but sometimes if you don't need to heal, you want to get into combat and get a bit of DPS going and help out, because the quicker things die, the less healing I'm going to need to do, in theory. So that's my plan, get to a stage where I can freely join in and out. And obviously I have to be careful when doing that because of the amount of mana needed to change forms. Goldthorn, and I can pick it up. Now as far as I'm aware, Goldthorn is something that's very common in Arathi Highlands, which is the other Zet area at the moment that I could quest at my level in Desolus, but Desolus just doesn't exist to me. It's shitter. Don't like Desolus. It's not for me, thank you. Nice, I like it. Ooh, failed attempt. So I mean, if this was the private servers, how many times would we have been killed so far? You know, how many times have we come across an alliance player? So the, you know, the, how can I put it? Ganking's not as socially acceptable on here. Which is good really, because I think ganking's just, it's not the sign of a better player at all. Double bleed should be efficient. Come on, 2 more. I'm out of thorns. Only 134. Now was that down to my total lack of energy when I cast it? Intellect. Increases your mana points and chance to score critical hits with spells. Increases the rate in which... Right, so intellect, beyond my mana pool, it doesn't increase spell attack power, only the chance to score spell crits. You know, because obviously going full resto, I'm looking at intellect, I'm looking at spirit. So any other bonuses I get from them stats I am keeping an eye out for, but it's only spell crit, which is only going to affect Moonfire and of course my healing. What the shit? Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Okay, so now we're going to head into, that's the second tier of the tigers and the first tier of the panthers. So as we head west towards Mumbai or whatever it's called, this one, I can't highlight it yet because I've not unlocked it, but all this round here you've got tigers and panthers, mainly the second tier panthers, and then you've got the third tier tigers are around here. Yeah, this section, and the first tier of the raptors are along here. So I've kind of cleared this side. I'm going to move over to the west side. I'm going to clear those in my attempt to keep the XP coming in. Now we've not done too badly. We was only just over halfway when I first came in. We're only a couple of bars away. With 2 quests to hand in, we're going to be rubbing up, you know, 34, very, very close to it, very close. I don't think we're going to hit 34, but we're definitely going to be close. So I can't pick up Khadgar's whiskey yet, because I think I'm still 1 point away. Was it 175 or 185? Don't know, but it's Khadgar's whiskey, isn't it? Shit. It's no good to us at all. Oh, it's a gnome. Okay, he kind of used me for a charge and then got a hamstring off because he's a bit of a prick. Completely unnecessary, but he didn't go for the gank, so we can respect that. Okay, so now we're heading over towards the west side, so we're going to be doing some tigers, panthers and raptors. We're going to get the whole lot done. And that also takes us very close to the 2 troll quests we have, which is the ears and tusks. And I managed to get 1 ear and 1 tusk from the very first troll. It was the first troll, wasn't it? I think I only killed 1. So hopefully that kind of drop rate will carry on, giving us a lot more glorious XP. No, I don't need these, but I'm not going to say no to... I'm not going to say no, am I really? Because everyone in the guild's kind of leveled on without me. To be honest, since I've been ill, the guild's kind of died, which is a real shame. You know, I'd like to think that the guild could have carried on and grew, but a lot of them's just busy at the moment. It's fine. Oh yeah. Okay, so
Well
2 to
met.
hand in. 1,300. I've got to be honest, I was expecting more than that.
What can I do for you?
1,250.
Bless you.
Again, I was expecting more than that.
Well met.
And boom. Okay, so let's get rid of all our crap. Tiger meat I'm keeping. Tender crocolisk meat. I know there's a recipe for it somewhere. Agility. Large fang actually is something used by leather workers. And of course we have our herbies. Like it.
Safe travels.
Okay, so that's actually gone really, really well. Alright, so once I've done that, I've actually got to hand that back into Booty Bay. Ooh. Right, so we're going to be on the panthers, raptors, tigers. Hostile takeover, tumbled crystal. I think that was up against the goblin that we faced. And then of course the defensive Gromgol I'll be doing in part and parcel with the second tier of the raptors. Hopefully. Bloody bone necklaces. Also from the Blood Scalp tribe. A much rarer drop chance I believe on those. And we get a ring. And the Vile Reef I can do at any point because I'm a druid. Got aquatic form, so that's gonna be piece of piss. It says elite, but pff, that shouldn't be too hard at all. Okay, so that is, I'm going to say, all the time I'm going to have for this one. Because I want to try and keep them as sweet as I can. So thanks an awful lot for watching. I do really appreciate it. Let me know what you think in the comments. And join me in the next one when we're going to go rappy slapping. See you then.
Would you be my? It's the done, I still got a lot of shit to learn.